The poor country mindset is going to make you fail here in Venezuela. Today, we are going to discuss.
Welcome to Venezuela Insider, the only place in Venezuela for expats, digital nomads, entrepreneurs, investors, travelers, and related internationals. For more information, venezuelainsider.com.
Many people all over the world think that Venezuela is a poor country and everyone is, dying from hunger, something of that nature. And yes, indeed, we have significant poverty rates here in Venezuela, just as most countries in Latin America, and on a lesser degree, that countries, the OECD countries and European Union countries of the United States that has some poverty rates, some significant poverty rates as well. However, I beg you, don't take it with a grain of salt and don't take it as a reference in order to do business, do something here in the country. It's going to make you fail. First, I have to say that indeed we have poverty in the country, people suffering, people with necessities, and if you have a good heart, you have altruistic intentions towards Venezuelans, please do it. God bless you. However, if you're coming to the country and you're going to take some affairs from the angle that Venezuela is just a third poor country, and you can do whatever you want regarding that you can take advantage of people and business and so on, you are solely mistaken, and it's going to make you fail. It's going to make you lose time, money, and energy, your resource. So today we are going to discuss how that particular mindset is going to make you fail in Venezuela. Number one, business. If you come with the mindset that you're going to invest in the country, you're going to do some business in the country, and of course you can get some deals, you can get some arbitrage opportunities if you know what you're doing. However, if you go with the mindset, start treating people like you, since you are at the big shot from the West, from Western Europe or the UK or Japan or the United States, and you come just because you were born in those countries and you're rich for that, well, you have another thing coming. In Venezuela, we have, of course, a significant poverty rate, or we have a middle class, and we have rich people. We have even billionaires here in the country. So if you come with that mindset and start doing business and treating people like that, you're going to scare away any opportunity that you might have in the country if you're an entrepreneur, if you're an investor, a businessman, so on. Something I'm seeing recently, sadly, is people from the West, people from Germany, from Switzerland, from the US, that they think that because they are Westerns, they are special, and let alone they play the gringo card and don't have anything else to show off. Not a particular skill set or know-how. At the same token, they don't have the funds to be a relevant investor in the country. I'm seeing this a lot. People that think that here everything is dirt cheap or everything is free. And if you come with that mindset, you're going to waste your time, and the people that you're involved with, they're going to waste their time as well. So keep that in mind and don't treat people here like, this is just a charity event, because it ain't the case. Number two is investing. Of course, you can invest here in the country and you can find some interesting opportunities depending on your field, depending on your industry or where you have the know-how, you are skillful. You can be a pioneer here and create a market share, create something that maybe it has some time on your home country, on the country that you live, or on a third country, a trend that has been exploited successfully, and maybe you can exploit it in Venezuela. The biggest example that I might give you is the ride-sharing services like Uber, Lyft, stuff like that. Household names on the Western world since the last decade or something. In Venezuela, it's a brand new trend since 2 or 3 years, something like that. And some Venezuelan successful entrepreneurs create Venezuelan equivalents of these particular services, and they're doing pretty well. And even we have some unicorns, some startups that are developing these ideas for the Venezuelan market. However, if you come here, yet again, thinking that everyone is poor and there is no consumption, no industry, no market, here no retail, no leisure and hospitality, just because everyone is poor and no one can afford it, you got another thing coming, some people can afford it, and actually everyone is a consumer, a participant consumer on the market, because everyone needs to go to the groceries, hire services, and so on and so on. So please don't come with that mindset, because you're wasting your time and you're not going to find good businesses here. Number 3 is real estate. And this beautiful city here in Lecheria is synonymous of real estate here in Venezuela, one of the hottest real estate markets in Venezuela. Beautiful homes. Those homes in the background can cost 100, 200, 300,000. Even some of the nicer properties just on the background can even flirt with a $1 million valuation. You know, a little bit mini-me. Okay, if you come here in Venezuela thinking that with 5,000 or just, with scraps, you can get a property, actually you are right. You can get some properties, but it's not going to be the nicer properties like the ones on the background. You're not going to get blue chip property here. You might get something, actually, I have to say, but not on the most desired areas. So keep your expectations realistically, and take it with a grain of salt when we say that the Venezuelan real estate market is cheap, because it is cheap actually. But you have to know what you're doing. It's not like you're gonna buy a mansion with a McMansion with 10K or something like that. It's not the case. Or you can make some good deals, good real estate deals, if you know what you're doing and don't underestimate the Venezuelan real estate market. Number 4 is outsourcing. And I'm seeing and having a lot of issues, particular on my particular field, on this regard. Many people think that abroad that you can get cheap labor here in Venezuela, and actually you are correct. You can get cheap labor, cheap high-skilled labor in Venezuela. However, that takes cost, because everyday life, good employees cost money. In Venezuela, hiring people that are very skilled. Remember, Venezuela has a very well-educated population. A handful of the population also speaks several languages. And hiring one of those is not that cheap. It's not like finding employees on Fiverr and freelancing and stuff like that. And if you offer their cheap rates to the high-skilled people, you're going to have some issues over there. For instance, I was speaking to a peer. He's a very brilliant young man that is on IT and fintech. And he was making deals with some Swiss people. And basically, they were taking advantage of him. And he just had it and just quit. And they were not able, the Swiss people were not able to replace him, because it's very hard to find people like him. Like everything else in life, talent costs money. So if you think you're going to have their cheap employees, high skill, their cheap employees, you got another thing coming. Not going to happen. Actually, you're going to scare away the pool of talent that we have in Venezuela. Number 5 is networking. If you come with the attitude that just because you are the foreigner, you are the European, you are the beautiful gringo that comes from the country, just because, by the way, if you come to the country, you're going to make a lot of friends. If you are very pleasant to be around, cool guy, soft-ear guy, you're going to make a lot of friends. Trust me on that. However, if you're coming networking here with a, stubborn attitude, a square mind attitude, I see this mostly from people from Germany and Switzerland, actually. And also from the United States. United States, I know, is a big country and has over 300 million people. So you have a lot. So the distribution of the population is very diverse. However, you have some, knuckleheads every now and then. And what I'm seeing right now is just because you're a gringo, it's not like people want to do networking with you. So you have to learn first, if you can, learn Spanish. Not a deal breaker, but always useful to speak the local language. And you come here not knowing the language, just coming with the attitude, just because you are from an OECD nation, from the first world. and people are just gonna bow to you. That's not going to be the case. So, okay, very good that you come from the first world, but at the same token, that doesn't mean you're rich or someone important. We have rich people here, we have celebrities here, so no big deal. You can make good friends, you can make great networking here, but please be a little bit humble and just you have to learn these things on the way. Don't come with an attitude. Yet again, Germany and Switzerland. I don't know why is on those particular countries when I'm seeing the biggest issues. I'm seeing it on another place as well. But the point is, just because you come from those countries, it's not like everyone wants to network with you. And so please be, be polite, have manners, and try to adapt to the local customs. And number 6 is dating. If you come here from abroad and you want to date Venezuelan females, most likely the case. Of course, I'm seeing also the reverse. Foreign females dating Venezuelan men, recently mostly on Europe. And you come here with the same attitude that you have more value just because you are from abroad. And actually, on the dating market, that help you slightly. However, is not, a silver bullet. If you come here and you just come with an attitude just because this is a poor country and everyone should date you because you are from Europe or Canada or whatever might be the case, it's not going to work towards you. And that goes especially for men that come from, this comes mostly from Europe, also from the United States, but mostly from Europe. People who are cheap they are not successful financially on their home countries, come here thinking because they have a few dollars or a few euros to spare, and Venezuelan women are going to start dating you. And that's not the case. First, I have to say, being frugal, being cheap, being stingy with Venezuelan women, that's a kiss of death here in Venezuela. So please, if you come with that attitude, please don't do it because you're going to fail. Venezuelan men, the average Venezuelan man knows how to take care of the bill, on the date, and so on. So if you want, try to go Dutch, try to split the bill with a Venezuelan girl. Yeah, you're done here. You're done here, so it's nothing you can do about it. So please don't come with that attitude. Also, if you come from these countries, yet again, Germany and Switzerland, the biggest ones, with a square, narrow mindset, and you come with that attitude here, you're not going to get things going on because, Venezuelan females are actually very demanding. You have a very big talent pool of eligible bachelorettes. So if you do things right, you can score a very nice, young, beautiful Venezuelan. However, if you come with a bad attitude, especially if you're cheap, that's not going to happen, mate. So that will be all. 6 reasons why you should not have this poor country mindset here in the country. Please, I cannot wait to read your comments below.
Thank you for watching Venezuela Insider. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on social media. If you want to work with us, VenezuelaInsider.com. Thanks again and have a nice day.